Hello everybody. This is my second day of doing 3 items in 30 minutes, and today is B for buttons, so I've got a bunch of buttons out, and I'm a little off because I was tidying up in the family room. This is where I have my desk this morning, and I have some shelves, and I didn't realize that, but one of the shelves had tilted and all the board games fell off and hit me in the head, so I'm a little wonky. But anyway, we're forging ahead, and I have my timer on my watch again, and I'm going to set it for 30 minutes. I guess I should show you what I've gathered up. I've gathered up my buttons, and I have red and green. You can see those, right? Yeah, red and green. And I also have blue and yellow and red and pink and orange in these little Tupperwares. I have some bulb pins. I have some brass buttons. I have quite the collection of those. I have some chain. I have some paper clips. I have some tools for the jump rings. I have some straight things for jewelry. I have my little mess of snippets. I have some jingle bells. And I have some Christmas charms. There. I have some punches, some circle punches. I have a tab-shaped punch. And I have some different pieces of paper that I have gathered that I thought maybe I would like to use. So I'll admit to having looked around at different places for different things that people do with buttons, because I don't normally use buttons. I have, let's see, one of my journals here that I recently made. I don't know where it is. I put some buttons on for the first time. And one of the things I'd like to do in the future is I would love to make some trim like this that's sewn onto ribbon, but with, instead of these little beads, I would love to use buttons, but that I'm not going to accomplish in 30 minutes. So I'm not doing that today. So I think I'm going to try a couple of different things. I have a list in front of me there of things that I thought of doing. And so hold on, I'm sorry, I turned my phone off, but my watch is still going. But anyway, so here we go. Here's my watch with my little timer, and I'm going to plow ahead. So here we go. And there we go. All right, so I'm going to try a Christmas cluster is one of the first things I was thinking. I was at Walmart. I don't often go to Walmart, but I did go to Walmart the other day, and they had these rolls of like this, of all these Christmas fabrics. And I just couldn't resist because look how cute they are. They're just like these little nature themed snippet rolls. I just thought that was so cute. So I thought maybe I would make a little snippet roll with some of these fabrics, or snippet cluster I should say. And I love how this one has the cardinals and the chickadees together. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and that kind of goes on with these things here, pine cones. And I think I'll do a little strip of the holly berries, kind of like a fabric flip cluster, I guess. That will go there. And no, I'm going to do this because I want to see those. I really like the pine cones. I want to see the pine cones. Do I want to cover up the poor little birdies? Yeah, the birdies look kind of peeking out there. And then here's a chickadee. Can you fussy cut fabric? I'm going to see if I can fussy cut fabric. I've never tried this before. So here's my little chickadee. So cute. I love little chickadees. Alright. And there's a little... Oh, that's cute! Alright, so now... Oh, and I did have a needle and thread ready. So now, what do I want for a button because I don't want to cover them up. If I put a button into the chickadee, that wouldn't be very nice now, would it? Maybe I'll put a button right there. And I think, do we want a red button to go with like a berry? Yes, I think we want a red button that's like a berry. And let's see, I haven't knotted this yet because I wasn't sure if I was gonna knot through the back or tie it like so. On the last time I used buttons, I just came through the holes and tied a little bow at the front of the holes so that you could actually see the ends and things. I thought it looked really cute. I liked that. But I think I'm going to go through the back because this is a kind of a button. And I'm going to put it right here with the other little berries. And I did thread the needle in advance and test to make sure it fit through all the holes of all the I guess I'll wait on that. Through all the holes of all the buttons that I had picked out, because I don't have a lot of hand needles and I didn't want it to get caught. Okay, so there's one. Ha! 4 minutes. Is it done though? Is it done? I think it might need a little bit of Fabri-Tac at the top here to hold it down. Where's my Fabri-Tac? Here's my Fabri-Tac. And truth be told, I would probably, this Fabri-Tac is volcanoing. Ah, it's getting everywhere. All right, that's annoying. But there's still some left. I don't want to throw it away. Annoyingness. Okay, so I've just Fabri-Tac'd the corner down so that corner won't keep popping up and it'll kind of hold little birdies in place. So that's our berry. But maybe I need a leaf to go with my berry. I do have some, I didn't get those ready because I didn't think of it, but I do have some fabric leaves over here, or I did. Where are they? Oh, you know, I probably put them in some little organizational storage thing. I didn't. Those are too light. I want a dark one. Oh, drat. I guess here's one. That's kind of big though. All right, I'm not going to use those. I'm not happy with that. Do I want 6 minutes? I've got some time. I want something, I think, to dangle from this button. Will a bulb pin fit through? Ooh, a bulb pin does fit through. Okay, so the bulb pin fits through. And what do I want to have dangling from my bulb pin? Let's do it on the other side there so that it can, oh, that's going to be cute. Do I want a little bell? Put on a little bell, or what's in here? Oh look, I threw some buttons in there. A snowflake? I think I have some snowflakes. A little snowflake hanging from there. And a little bell maybe? Let's see if we can make that work. Okay, so let's see, I wonder if this would work better with a jump ring. I'm And since I have them at hand here, I think I'll put a little jump ring on my bell. And then I'll close the jump ring, maybe. Okay. Okay, so there's a bell that can go on the bulb pin. Hey honey, I'm doing a video. And my husband just came home from bringing my son to work at the Y as a lifeguard. There we go. There. Button with dangles on a cluster. Oh, I'm going to use that. Now you could attach that to the page. I could probably glue it onto some cardstock and turn it into a tuck. I could turn it into a paper clip. I could turn that into a couple different things, but it makes a cute little noise. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside to dry. And I never thought of fussy cutting fabric before. I'm kind of excited about that. Alright, I'm going to put my needle. I have a little magnet over here that will hold my needle, keep it from rolling around. Okay, fabric cluster. My other thing was, hey honey, I've got the video on.
What?
I have my video on.
Oh, you're recording?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. She's talking to the dogs. The tab. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a tab. So here is, oops. I've got, oh dear, it all just fell. Okay, we're on time. Here's some Tim Holtz 6-inch squares. And I think I'll do this one. And so I want to turn this into a tab. And the thing I like about this tab thing is if you fold your paper so that it's the right width on the fold, you can stick it in. See, which way do I want it to stick in? I want that to be the bend, so I need to do it that way. And see how if I don't, as long as I don't cut the paper edge that's got the fold, I'll wind up with a two-sided tab. Oh dear. Oh, it's not liking that double. Oh dear. That did not work. Is this thing working? Sometimes it it's misaligned. Shoot. There we go. Aw. Alright, let's see if I can find... I'm not going to be able to find that again. Alright, looks like it's going to be this one. Okay, let's line that up again. See if that's going to go. It's going to go. This is the second tab punch I've had like this. And the first one never aligned, and this one has been temperamental. Yay, it worked. Okay, so I am going to put an eyelet in just one side of this. No, I guess I'll do it in both. And then I'll glue it on to where it's going to be carefully. Okay, so there is the hole for the eyelet, and I have the little eyelet container here. I'm going to use kind of a vintagey looking one, I think. Maybe I'll use a yellow button with the green button for this one. And then I will set the eyelet. squish. And then I'm going to need my secondary squish because this never completely squishes properly. Okay, so there. That's nice and squished. So that could go on a page, or it could go on a page like that. Either way, I suppose. And I'm going to put a jump ring in there. I'll save that jump ring. Let me see. Let me do maybe I want to do a little bit of chain, and then I'll attach the buttons to the chain. Or I could use a bulb pin again. Oh, here's that chain that I found and I was going to use. All right, so let me do that. All right, so oops, that's not the right tool. Where's my other tool? Here's my other tool. Okay, so I'm going to try and attach the chain to the jump ring and the jump ring to the eyelet, and then I can attach other things to the chain is what I'm thinking, including buttons, and maybe use the bulb pins as well. I love bulb pins. I have a giant bag of them, so I feel like I can use them with abandon. Okay. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. So that could go like that, or it could go like that, depending on how you like it. All right, so buttons. Here are my yellow buttons. And I was thinking it would pick up the yellow flower if I use the yellow button. There's a little yellow button. I've got some brass ones in there. I have a lot of brass buttons. It's a little crazy. Here's a sweet little one. Oh, that's got a polka dot. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, I'm going to use that one. And maybe a little green one as well, because there's green and yellow in this. All right, so I think I will use this at the bottom, and that will weight it down and keep it keep the there we go. Is that what I like? No, I don't like that because it's going to always be facing downwards, and I would like to see its happy little face there. How are we doing for time? I've got 4 minutes, right? Right. All right, let's see what happens if we use a jump ring on this one. Put the jump ring into the button and then into the hole of the fits into the chain is what I'm trying to do here. And the diameter of the hole of the chain is just, do I have a smaller jump ring? This looks thin. They're all kind of the same gauge wire, I think. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, perfect. Tool. Okay. See, now when it hangs down, you see more of its little face, and maybe the green button gets the bulb pin. I could probably do more than one. Or do I want to do some kind of a charm? There's another nice little green button. I like that green button too. I did not prep any nice little All right, well, here, this is what we've got. Let's do a teeny tiny charm button bell. So this is, oh, buttons and bells. Ha ha ha, there you go. It's a double B, it's a button and bells. And then this can go on the end here and it'll weight it down. So there we go. We've got a button and bell tab. Okay, put that aside. Okay, third one, we've got 12 minutes. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to try to make some paper buttons. And that's why I got out the hole punches, because I was thinking, you know, when we make our envelopes, we have to have the little the envelopes, words, what are they called? You know, the little policy envelopes that have the string and the little tab, and I always just kind of poke a thing through it, but I was thinking they could be paper buttons with 2 holes. Okay, that doesn't have anything all that interesting left on it. I also grabbed out some Edith Holden paper. Oh, I like these berries. Let's see if I can get right to these berries. There we go. And then maybe a little green. Don't know if I want them double-sided or single-sided, so if I make them double-sided, then it'll have the option. Okay, so this should be pretty straightforward. I've got some glue stick and some card to give it some heft. And I'm going to put some berries on one side. I'm going to center that. And some green on the other. And here I'll do see what happens with a double thickness. So that was just a single piece of the craft card center, but this is a double thickness of craft card center with an Edith Holden page on either side. Okay, so those are 2 different paper buttons. Let me distress the edges. To kind of disguise the fact that I didn't cover up the edges. I suppose you could have. I could have cut a much larger piece of paper. Let's try that. I have also a larger punch. And I could center this on here. Ooh, that's hard, centering. And put the glue all over that, and then cover that like so, so that I am kind of wrapping that in a in the paper, and then I'll take another single punch. And glue this down. And then I don't have the trouble of having to disguise the edges because the edges are wrapped. Okay. It's not completely round though. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. Alright, but so here are these two. And let me poke some holes in them. I have an awl here, and if I try and go kind of middle-ish, there's a hole there and a hole there, and I can enlarge those with, because the awl is tapered, so if I push back it'll widen the holes, so that's kind of cute. And then this one, do the same thing. I'll do it like here and here. So this is a single thickness. And I think I would use this as for an embellishment, but maybe not as an actual button for an envelope, because this one feels properly sturdy, but this one feels a little bit on the flimsy side, and this one I just not really happy with the shape of. I'm tempted to cut around it, but then that defeats the purpose of kind of like that. All right, where's my needle for like a botanical nature journal? There's that. Have anything else I want to put on there? Oh, that's cute too. I'm gonna stick with my first thought though. So here, do this, and then through here. And then I'm going to do the little tie it thing. So this is fiddly but cute. Alright, so there's one tie, one bit of a knot, and then another bit of a knot. And then I'll tie a little bow. Knot. Okay. How small a bow can I tie? Oh, that's so cute. Center that. Let's save that. Probably put a teeny bit of glue right there to keep the bow from coming out. There we go. A homemade bow on a button. And you could see, even though I put it on the leaf, you could totally still use that, glue that leaf down, and I could use that as the catch for a policy envelope, especially if we made the policy envelope out of some kind of pretty, you know, Edith Holden paper. So it is 3 minutes and I've made 3 things. I'd say I was successful. Uh-oh, where'd my tab go? Did I put the tab? Oh, phew. Okay, so there's this one which is just a little fabric cluster with a berry-shaped button, a bell, and a snowflake. And again, you could just use that on the page as an embellishment. Oh, I was going to try and do a paper clip too. I could put that on as a paper clip. Oh, look, you know, no, I probably would have done that before. If I had thought about it, I could probably have turned that into a paper clip with the button. But that could be a paper clip, or it could just be a fabric embellishment. You could sew it onto the page, or you could glue craft card or something onto here and it could become a tuck. Here is a tab. You could do several of these and have them all lining your journal with the little yellow button flower. I might want that closer to the top. And then a bell, buttons and bells on the tab. And then here is our policy envelope homemade paper button sewn to a leaf with a cute little bow. And then here's another one. Maybe, do I have time? I've got a minute. Maybe this one gets a, ouch, a bell too. And that way I can truly call this B is for button and bells, right? Oh, that's not gonna work, but that will work. There you go. It's a button and bell. Okay, well that what I would say was successful. Number 2. The next letter is going to be C, and C is going to be for cardboard. I think the other ladies have used, and I think I have to think about that one. I think I'm going to do a thinner card. They've used the corrugated card, which I have already kind of used that. I've stamped on this and then stamped on the things to make lines. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to think about it and try and come up with something maybe a little bit different than what's been done. I did just save out this piece of cardboard. It's very thin that my glue sticks came in when I ordered them from Amazon. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something with that. I'm going to think about it. But thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Oh, there we go. Please subscribe and click the button, and we can do more of these. Would love to see if you guys are joining in. Let me know. Have a good day. Bye-bye.